Hey YouTube, it's the Johnny B. I'm going to do a video of changing Ariella and getting her ready for bed. I'm going to change her from this 4th of July sleeper into her nightgown and a new onesie and a new diaper. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to I have in a bowl on the floor a little wash rag with just a little bit of Johnson's baby bath stuff. I'm just gonna very gently wipe her off a little bit so that she can get like a bath, sort of. I'm gonna point the camera down and hope that you guys can see her. There she is. I have the TV on, and I hope it doesn't overpower the background. I just didn't know where a remote was, since I've been sleeping in my daughter's room because I am redoing my living room. I'm working on changing some things around in there. It's been super hot here the last few days, so I haven't done anything out there because the humidity has been high along with the heat, and that gives me horrible migraines. So figured I would give these guys like a mini bath. I'm going to put a diaper on her first, and I just changed her from a Loves to another Loves. I didn't realize that I had already had her in a Loves, but I usually try to change them into different ones every time, but I'm going to take my wash rag and wring it out real good. Actually feels like it's good. Make sure it doesn't have very much soap on it or anything. And I'm going to very gently wipe her, just her face down just a little bit. Like get on her ears and her mouth. She has an open nose, so I like to get in there real good. And just kind of bathe her just ever so carefully and quickly, so I'm not really getting her paint all that wet. I'm going to wipe down her hair just a little bit as well. I don't want her to be too wet, but I don't want her to be dirty either. And then I'm going to do the same thing with her fingers and her arms. Being very careful not to get her body. And get her feet and her legs. I think we're getting ready to go to a Christian camp for 9 nights. And I believe this time, since I took Julian to Florida and I didn't take Ariella, and I was trying to decide between the two of them. I believe I'm going to take Ariella to camp as well as Julian. Still not going to take the bigger babies because they're just harder to, they're heavy to carry and harder to take places like that. Though I do love my big girls, and that's why I'm dressing the babies tonight and doing a video with the babies, is because I do an awful lot of things, and I often neglect Ariella mainly. I mean, not that I neglect her, but I spend a lot more time with the two big girls because, like, I like to pose them together and take a lot of pictures of them playing, and, you know, I dress them and all that, and I often leave Ariella just in what she had on for a couple of days, and I, usually spend a lot of time with the bigger babies because she's a sleeper, and I don't know, she just, it's not as fun to pose her with toys and stuff. I try not to have favorites of my babies. I enjoy them all, by all means. I don't really. They all have their different qualities, and they're all beautiful and all that. I'm just gonna dip this comb in a little bit of water, and I usually do it with a brush, but I brought in the hair bag that has that I was gonna use to take to Florida just to get a hair bow out of it for tonight, and it just happens to have the comb in it and not a brush in it. So there she is, all ready for bed. She has her hair done. She had a semi-bath, and she's all ready for bed. She's got her gown on, so I guess this could qualify as a PTON as well. Pajama of the night. She wants to say, bye, YouTube. Okay, I'm going to move her out of the way. Set her to the side. Over here next to Mommy. So, oh, she has a binky too. This binky. And she doesn't really do well with a binky. They don't really fit her very well. I think her magnet actually is slid in her head, because it seems to be like the binkies are crooked on her now. And here's Mr. Julian. And he is going to get changed out of these 4th of July pajamas, which he had his picture taken in the other day. And I haven't changed him since Saturday, I think it's been. I've been playing with the bigger babies and not the 2 little ones. So, which is very unlike me for Julian, because Julian I do everything with, mainly. But I figured he got all Mommy's attention when we went to Florida. And the bigger girls couldn't go to Florida with me, so he didn't have all my attention since we've been home. But he's going to get a little semi-bath as well. Just the same thing. And I don't do this very often with my babies, but once in a while I do wipe down their eyes and their nose. And his mouth, because his mouth is open, so I try to get in his mouth. And his ears. Just wipe down his head real good. And then his arms and his fingers and all that. Just so he isn't all dusty and stuff. I think this might be the first time I've ever wiped Julian down, to be honest. I usually don't. I don't wipe him down all that much, so it might be his first bath, and I've had him for a few years. Had him since February, I think, March maybe. I'm going to put him in a Love's diaper as well. Taking away the penguin. And I don't know what Ariel has on. And he's going to wear this little G is for good boy onesie, but it has a ghost on it. Or something. That's a newborn. One of my daughter's friends gave it to me for him, so figured I'd put it on him. He has a lot of clothes, but he actually doesn't have a lot of, like, plain onesies to wear under things. He has a lot of, like, outfits and stuff like that. Here, look at YouTube, Jew. Say, hello, YouTube. And he's gonna wear his Pooh Bear pajamas that say Ribbit Ribbit on them. And he's gonna wear these because I finally found his Pooh Bear binky. Although I do need to recut it and make it a little bit smaller. I knew I had one somewhere, and when I bought these pajamas, I couldn't. He hasn't worn them yet because I couldn't find them. I couldn't find the binky. And I like to make things match if I can. But just one of my little things. And since he has like a binky for everything, and like many of his outfits correspond with binkies, I didn't put it on him because I couldn't find it. So there's Julian, and here's his Pooh Bear binky that I finally found. And it fits on his mouth, but it needs to be cut a little bit because it does stick out from his face quite a bit. So I just gotta cut it a little bit. Let me see if I can get his hair a little bit fixed too. Most of the time I don't use a comb, but like I said, he's in here. Say, hi YouTube. Bye YouTube. Love ya. Okay, that's the two little babies. I will do a packing video. Oh, I can fix my screen now and I don't have to look down. I will do a packing video this week. The babies will actually get to take a suitcase this time instead of just Julian having to be sharing a suitcase with me. They will both have they will have one that they will share together, him and Ariella, or him and maybe I will take one of the big girls. I'm just not really sure. I think I'll probably take him and Ariella, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. I know he will definitely go because he is now my travel companion, and he's gonna go on all the trips and stuff that I've decided that I'm gonna take him on all the trips and stuff with me. So any trip that we go on, he will go with me. I'm not sure, like I said, about Ariella. I may take one of the bigger girls. It's not that far away. The camp is. It's just I don't know. I have never taken a bigger girl out I took Bentley out the other day for a little bit in the car seat, but I didn't actually like take her out of the car seat, and it was just really riding around in the car. It wasn't like going into stores and stuff. So in camp I really want to be able to take them out and sit them in the swings and stuff like that. So I'm not sure if I'll take. I don't know about the bigger girls. I will try to decide what I'm going to do with the bigger girls. You look funny as a girl. Alright, I'm going to try to upload more videos. I haven't uploaded videos in a while, except every so often, but I'm going to try to upload videos. If anybody's got subscription, they want anything to be seen or anything like that, I have a pretty good nursery. I have a lot of clothes and binkies and bottles and all that stuff. Kind of a little diaper collection. If anybody wants to see any of that stuff or have any ideas of what I can do with the babies and stuff like that, give me an idea. I more than gladly do them. Thanks for watching. Bye.